Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to some more Fan Fridays. So we have Golisopod action. We also have the Typhlosion. So getting a little bit of that representation from the island scan. And this is actually going to be an interesting battle because when it comes to Fan Fridays, I'm a week behind-ish. Like, I take my codes from the week before and then apply it to that week, to the next week and whatnot. So I did my Golisopod guide after that this code was already submitted, but I hadn't seen the battle because, you know, timing is weird and stuff. So we're going to see if there's anything from the guide, or maybe if we just learn something about how to use Golisopod. Pretty fun stuff. And Lurantis is dead. Like, that's it. You have to switch it out because that first impression, super effective, will be way too much as we go into... People are running Talonflame, also taking that Swords Dance. So Swords Dance Golisopod into Talonflame. Things are about to get a little exciting right now. Sucker Punch, though. So going to take the damage. Alright, I would say the crit mattered right there. But jeez, big hit into that. And then Lurantis comes in. So I guess Lurantis is like, well, at least he can't first impression me. So going for that Leaf Blade onto Golisopod, but massive defense tank right there into the Leech Life. Yeah, it's got Leech Life. So Swords Dance Leech Life. All you have to do is not have Emergency Exit activate. And that's why if you're going for that Swords Dance set, if you can get that first turn for the Swords Dance somehow into a Citrus Berry, then you stay above and then you like have perpetual health off of the Leech Life forever. Now we have Primarina up though, so that's just liquidation into finish. The Moonblast from Primarina, how much damage is this going to do to the Golisopod? Not enough. And we're going for another Leech Life. Interesting right there. That's going to be a resisted hit, but it's still massive. And that will give us a lot of health back. And now we're going to see, like, if this is Citrus Berry, maybe. So, Moonblast from the Primarina. Like, the battle's over. Last Pokemon, 1v3. Golisopod will drop below half, and there it is. There's the Citrus Berry for that Swords Dance setup. So, you just lead it. You lead Golisopod, and you hope your opponent can't deal with it. And then you just Leech Life everything to death. I was like, wait, you can't even Liquidation on the Primarina either, because it's a Water-type Pokemon. So, that is going to be your best move on that Leech Life. And then, yeah. Swords Dance, Leech Life, Sucker Punch, Liquidation. That's all it takes for Golisopod, and the battle's already over. Alright, so we're on to the next battle, and this time leading with the Typhlosion. I really hope Typhlosion does something. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Is it going to have Burn Up? Is that like the new move, I think, where it just does craziness? So, I mean, Eruption Burn Up could be a cool combo for the Typhlosion. We're just going to see what happens as the Typhlosion comes out. And we're also going to be going up against the Haxorus. So that's not favorable, just the way that it's going to break down. We'll see what happens. So Haxorus with that Mold Breaker, not really going to affect too much right there. Typhlosion doesn't have Flash Fire either, so it's just going to be regular old Typhlosion. But we go into the Mandibuzz for that sick walling against the Haxorus. Haxorus went for that just very safe Dragon Dance against Typhlosion. Scarf Eruption, would that have 2-hit KO'd through the resist? Who knows? But Mandibuzz is in right now, and that is going to be a Dragon Claw. So +1 Dragon Claw from the Haxorus. Mandibuzz is just so tanky. It comes in for the Whirlwind. So that's how you play those switches. You switch, you know they're going to be going for the setup, and then you just break it down. But into the Tapu Koko, it's like, do you just give up the Mandibuzz after that and try to go for like a neutral or something? But really, there's no winning with this right now. The Tapu Koko just comes in and shuts down. So yeah, Tapu Koko stayed in on the U-turn, but looks like, yeah, Mandibuzz stayed in. I mean, Tapu Koko didn't stay in. Mandibuzz stayed in. Tapu Koko went for the U-turn. The opponent went for the prediction, and then it just didn't happen. So going into Raichu, I mean, there's so much electricity hate, though. Getting the Toxic from the Mandibuzz, that's going to be Raichu. Poison now. It has that boosted damage. It's got Surge Surfer, single Surge Surfer, guys. That U-turn combo is happening right now. And then Raichu just wants the sweep. Psychic isn't going to work. Thunderbolt's going to be the big damage, though. I don't really see what Mandibuzz can do right now. It got Toxic, and it stopped the Dragon Dance setup. And then it is going to die. Even then, Golisopod's going to have a hard time. Everyone has a hard time against this team right now. Raichu has too much speed, so I guess you just have to throw out the Typhlosion for the burn-up. Or Golisopod, because it does have First Impression. So the First Impression will be big damage onto the Raichu, and then after that Poison setup, ooh. I have no idea what just happened right there. Raichu went for the Nasty Plot, but Golisopod just going for that Razor Shell. Alright, has Razor Shell, has Razor Shell over the Liquidation. Neat, maybe this was, okay, I didn't really notice the date. Maybe this was submitted after my, Golisopod guide. Either way, though, we got some cool stuff there. That's going to be Tapu Koko. But I love the Razor Shell. Razor Shell's better than the Liquidation. Because the damage doesn't matter, and then it's still going to be, like, that chance to drop the defenses. So, switching Typhlosion for that Wild Charge. Oh, my goodness. The damage, the wreckage right there. Tapu Koko takes a huge hit from that recoil. Also has the Life Orb. Yo, is that good? And the electricity goes away. So, enough to stall out. Enough to go and stall out that electric terrain. And we'll go see if Tapu Koko... Okay, that's a Wild Charge. Ooh, Wild Charge into Golisopod with its huge defensive stats. Barely enough to survive. Tapu Koko coming in. And then Golisopod, is it going to take that Leech Life then? So that's going to be Citrus Berry, giving it a quarter of its health back. Tapu Koko's low, so pretty much anything will finish it off right now. Swords Dance. Oh, into Sucker Punch. Nice. So Golisopod has the Swords Dance, getting that Sucker Punch in. We know the last Pokemon's a Haxorus. And it is tanky. Like, the Golisopod has that ridiculous defensive stat. So max out hit points, max out attack. Go see if it's enough to survive just the +0 Haxorus. It shouldn't be, is my guess, but it feels like it will if we have a battle submission right now. So Dragon Dance. Ooh. You don't take that. You can't Dragon Dance. Because the Leech Life is going to be crazy for healing. And then Sucker Punch wins. Because at that +2, it's just over. Yeah. Oh, he has the Focus Sash. But he didn't respect. He didn't respect the Sucker Punch. So, yeah, the Golisopod Sucker Punch. GG right there. Oh, dude. I don't know. We would have seen how much damage that Haxorus could have done. Maybe Jolly for the damage numbers. It had Focus Sash, so no Life Orb. We're going to run that damage calculation at the end, but we have one more battle to check out first. And let's just start this one up. Man, there's so much Tapu Koko on the battle spot. Make it hard to kind of have a lot of freedom with your teams, but a lot of the strong Pokemon right now are really weak to that electric hit. So we're going to see what happens with this breakdown. So that's going to be the Tapu Koko versus the Typhlosion. I would like to see, like, if Eruption Scarf Typhlosion has enough in the tank to, like, do something to the Tapu Koko. And then that's like, okay, your Eruption, you survive the hit, maybe with the Typhlosion, if it isn't, like, Life Orb, Wild Charge, Absurdity. And then you can just, like, switch out, come back in for the burn up, and then absurd damage. So, yep, there's the Eruption. And we're gonna see what happens. Also, probably Scarf then, if Typhlosion's staying in, but no, wants to switch out into the Golisopod. Is this going to be another U-turn read? Oh, or just the Tapu Koko withdrawal right there. Okay, into the Gastrodon. So, yeah, just taking that and getting the free in for the Golisopod. That's advanced. That's the next level goodness right there. So, that is the Swords Dance. Also, protect Tapu Koko in singles. Who does that? Incredible scout from the opponent, but then just missing the switch right there. So that's going to be the Gastrodon being withdrawn because that doesn't want to eat a Razor Shell into Leech Life or something. Now Tapu Koko comes in, but the Leech Life, oh, this is going to be interesting to watch. So Leech Life, that's some crazy damage right there. We have +2 on the Swords Dance. We know that Sucker Punch is big damage. Is it enough for the take out the Tapu Koko? It is. Man, Swords Dance Golisopod, the boldness right there. That's what I mean. If you can make that Swords Dance work, if you can get in that setup, which we have seen work successfully a couple times now, then you just have that Citrus Berry and you stay at full health and you don't take enough damage as long as it's not super effective. And I guess Arcanine can't really do much. It has a Wild Charge. Ooh. Interesting tech on the Arcanine. Super effective hit, but it's not enough. So that's going to be a little bit from the recoil. Razor Shell, super effective, and Arcanine is just straight up going to go down. That's what I mean. The Razor Shell over the Liquidation. It's super effective and it KOs. It's just such a small damage difference, but you get that 50% chance to drop the defense instead. And that's going to be Gastrodon. Golisopod could first impressions, or not first impression, it could emergency exit if it takes a big enough hit. So you will need that Leech Life. Huge damage into the Gastrodon, getting all of our health back except for 3 points. Scald. The best you can do is hope for a burn and then maybe try to stall it, but then like you could keep Swords Dancing over it. So gets the burn. Wow, actually Gastrodon lands that burn right there, but the rest of the team already has like enough to just win forever. However, Gastrodon could go for that recover, and if there wasn't enough from like the Leech Life, then yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. Gastrodon went for the recover, but we have more coming in from that Swords Dance. I think that's all we needed. we needed that extra Swords Dance because now we're going to be able to survive that skull damage and the burn, not drop below half, get the leech life in there. Good calls right here. So leech life will be, that's like 2-hit KO range. Gastrodon, though, it looks like it wants to drag this one out for a while. That's going to be Gastrodon with the recover, but leech life putting it over the top, back at pretty much full health. So yeah. And Golisopod's at full. Gastrodon's looking pretty healthy. It's just like 2-hit KOs. So while that's going on, you're not going to hear much commentating. Oh, Swords Dance. I guess Swords Dance crit would be enough to just kind of end this before the recovers stall out for too long. And I was going to go and look up the damage calculator just to see what we could get with this Golisopod and how that would have matched up against the Haxorus. So just see if the opponent misplayed, because pretty much at that +2, like, it was the same thing. It's just if Haxorus could have gotten the KO or not. Let's see. We had no item, and I'm going to do the damage for Dragon Claw on Adamant and Dragon Claw on Jolly, and we're still in it, guys. We're still in it, guys. But I'm just going to go and set up the screen region and everything like that. Oh, the opponent forfeits. He knows it's done. Eventually, he'd run out of recover. It's not fun for anyone. And now let's go and run that damage calculation. So I missed the screen region pretty bad. Wait, actually, I can just scroll back up. There we go. Okay. So Dragon Claw, 33 to 40%, doing 66 damage. And then if it's a Jolly, that's going to... Whoop. Haxorus on Jolly should be less damage than the Adamant. Oh, wait, Dragon Claw, okay. So that's going to be 60. So, yeah, wasn't it at around... It was in the 50s. So that means if Haxorus just went for the Dragon Claw, that would have been enough to win. But instead, went for the Dragon Dance, didn't have it, and then the Sucker Punch. So no Sucker Punch respect, and then that was just going to be it right there. So maybe that first battle should have gone, or the second battle should have gone to the opponent, but just showing that even then, like, +0 Dragon Claw does a third. That's like a 3-hit KO. It's a chance to 3-hit KO, unless we have the Adamant, then it is, but still, the Haxorus looking pretty crazy. Had that Focus Sash, didn't really matter with the priority, and then other things happened. So if you guys enjoy the battles from the Golisopod, just showing if you can leech life after that Swords Dance, you don't have to worry about emergency exit, and then things go pretty awesome. So you guys enjoy the battle, and I'll see you guys in the next one.